Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of ARK's Kitchen.
Today's episode is brought to you by Elwen's organic Dodo egg and Narcotic Emporium.
In the last episode we learned how to make Dodo egg kibble. One of the questions from the viewers was, how do I get carrots? Today, in an unprecedented revelation of trade secrets, we're going to learn how to farm! We're going to learn to farm today with Elwen's fail-safe 4-step plan: building, seeds, water and fertilizer. I suggest that you should be at least level 15 before starting up your farm. The first thing you'll want to do is pick a spot for your farm and clear the ground. If you can set it up next to a water source, it'll make irrigation much easier. Now, you're going to need to build a crop lot to grow your crops in. To unlock the small crop plot engram, you'll need to be level 10 and use 9 points. Small crop plots can grow any of the berry plants, but they can't fit the more advanced crops. But I hear you say you want to grow carrots. Well, you're going to need a medium crop plot. The engram can be unlocked at level 25 and will need 12 points. Alrighty, so we've put an empty plot down. Now we just need to put a seed in it, get it watered, and get some fertilizer on it. The next thing you'll need to do is to get some seeds. Seeds are random drops from berry bushes. They're a lot less common than berries, but they still drop pretty frequently. Unlike berries, seeds never go off, so you can store them as long as you want until you use them. For plants to grow, they need water. If they run out of water, they won't grow and they'll eventually die. When it's raining, they'll passively collect water. You can also water plots by hand, but this is a lot of work. What we need to set up is some irrigation. The engrams for straight pipes, taps and intakes unlock at level 10, whereas the engrams for the inclined, vertical and intersection pipes can be unlocked at level 15. So let's make a few pipes. The intake pipes need to be attached to a water source. Even wet sand counts as a water source. You can attach a tap to the end of your intake and be done with it, but that kind of looks a bit derpy, so let's make a nice looking system with an inclined pipe. The tap will irrigate plots within a radius of about this big. That's about 3 small plots. So let's extend the irrigation with a straight pipe and another tap. Now you can see that all the plots are irrigated and we don't have to worry about hand watering ever again. Last but not least, we need some fertilizer. This is where all of that poop finally comes in handy. Each type of poop has a different fertilizer value. Human poop is only worth 1,000, but small poop is worth 3,500, medium 7,500, and large 15,000. When you're fertilizing the plants, be careful to not overfill them, otherwise they won't be able to output their crops. Over time, the plant will chew through the poop, and when the poop's used up, it'll disappear. If it's left without fertilizer for too long, the plant will stop growing, then it'll shrink, and eventually it'll die. The most efficient way to fertilize your plants is with fertilizer, which provides a whopping 54,000 points. You'll need a compost bin to make this. The engram unlocks at level 15. Fertilizer is made from poop and thatch, and it doesn't matter what size you use or if there's a mixture of sizes. But it is most efficient to put your smallest poop into the compost bin and the biggest directly into the crop plot. 3 poop and 50 thatch will make 1 fertilizer over 50 minutes, but you can put 6 poop and 100 thatch into the bin to make 2 batches over 100 minutes. Any excess poop or thatch will just remain in the bin for you to use next time. At our farm, we use our organic and chemical-free Dodo poop to make our fertilizer. Now that you've planted, watered and fertilized your plant, you'll have to wait about 24 hours in real time for it to grow all the way from a little seedling into a fully grown fruitling. Now that you've learned how to farm, a whole new world of self-sufficient and convenient food is in front of you. Before we go, let me leave you with some tips that have helped me out along the way. When your plant is growing up or actively producing crops, it'll use more fertilizer. When it's full of crops and fertilizer and not doing much, you can leave it for weeks. Crops will take a very long time to spoil while they're in the plant, but remember, you can't put them back. If you want just one item, use Control and double click. Holding Shift and double clicking will get you 5, and holding Shift and dragging to your inventory will get you half the stack. Thanks for joining me in another episode of ARK's Kitchen. And remember, if you're after top quality Dodo eggs and narcotics, look no further than Elwen's organic Dodo egg and Narcotic Emporium, where the first try is still free.